Hey guys, KRYTAC here doing a video on Brandon's Polarstar jack. Now, there's two different Brandons that I know. One has the Vulcan V12 and the other one just got a Polarstar jack. So I'm referring to a different Brandon than the one that has the Vulcan V12 and the Hellbreaker. So this is his first HPA gun. He's played with HPA in the past, but he's never actually owned one. And he's super excited to get it because HPA is so reliable. There's so little amount of issues that can happen with this gun, and so he can just go and play and have fun. So his base gun is a KRYTAC. I don't know if it was considered the CRB. I can't remember. This gun is a good 2 years old. And actually, he had really no issues with his AEG when it was an AEG. The spring broke in and it started shooting like 200-something FPS. And then I put a new spring in there, and then it started shooting like 380 again, and then now it's shooting 350 again, just because the spring's broken in, and I'm sure the compression's pretty bad by now, and so he just upgraded to HPA. He traded his Ares Amoeba for this jack. He also has a SLP tank, 48 cubic inch, and he also has the Airsoft Junkies SLP regulator and coiled line. Everything works pretty well. His SLP setup's pretty good. Refresh rate's really good. He does plan on getting a 62 cubic inch tank because the 48's really not going to last him all day unless he's playing indoors. If indoors, it'll probably last because he'll be using semi-auto, but outdoors with full auto, probably not. The jack is pretty efficient, but it's not as efficient as one would like. So I'm just going to go ahead and start from the back, go to the front. Got the basic KRYTAC stock. I will open it up and show you that there is a zippy 350 milliamp 20C 7.4 LiPo. This is brand new. I just got this for him. The SCU, of course, is stashed in the crane stock tube there. There you go. Settings on this, the dwell is at 25 and the rate of fire is at 40. Other than that, everything, battery monitoring is on for 7.4, of course. Other than that, I don't think there's anything that's been adjusted. Standard KRYTAC buffer tube, sling mount here. I don't know if he uses sling or not. He's got the KRYTAC body, of course. This is the Mark 1, it's not the Mark 2. He's got a G&G pink mag catch and a G&G pink trigger, so pretty cool there. Safe semi-full auto, of course, and you can make this burst if you wanted to with the FCU. Here's the hose. It's kind of bent the wrong way. This hose, I prefer the grip connect type. This one's not bad. He actually had to rip off his plate because this screw got stripped. So this is what he's going to have to deal with. It's fine. It doesn't leak or anything. It's good to go. Plus, it's a Polarstar one. The V12 ones are trash. They just leak like crazy. But the Polarstar ones are very, very good. And the S&P ones are good too. The Wolverine stuff. Of course, the body's metal. This thing is so old that it's missing the fake bolt. It's missing the dust cover locking parts. They just fell off, I guess. Charging handle does work, so he can fix his gun if he's having any issues. He can just, cock it, and then he's good to go. It fixes everything. As you can see, he did actually do engraving, or not engraving, but tracing, I guess you could say, on the actual engravings. So these are highlighted white, and then this is highlighted, I don't know, red, kind of. But it kind of goes with the trigger, so it's kind of a pink, maybe. It's got a Daniel Defense Mark 18 rail, dare I say Mark 18. It's a 9-inch. I don't know what's kosher, what's not. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a cool rail. It's definitely a Daniel Defense. Is there a type to it? It just says AR-15 rail, 9-inch. So I don't know if it's a Mark 18 or not. If it is or not, tell me. I don't know, because honestly, I don't really care. He's running this completely flat. This is my flashlight. He does have his own flashlight. This is just mine, of course. He's actually buying a brand new one because his one is pretty trash. So that's why I had to put mine on here, just so I can shoot outside because it's getting dark. He does have a Magpul RVG on here. And then he also has a foam-filled suppressor. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's unmarked. It's foam-filled. Half of the foam was gone. So the foam was literally just bouncing in there. And some of it would shoot out sometimes. So I re-foam-filled it. He also has a blue KRYTAC. So this would be good for outdoors, especially on full auto, so people don't freaking complain. Because whenever you have an amp on your gun around here, people just freak out. Even though you're not overshooting people, people just freak out. So with the suppressor, it really helps. You can't, people can't hear it as much. It's not cheating or anything. It's just trying to make yourself not attract attention to yourself. Pretty much is what it is. And I run my suppressor on mine foam filled when I'm playing outdoors too, and using full auto, because people just like to moan and complain, especially when they're losing. So inside, it's got a Pro 1 hop up with a random bucking. I'm not sure what bucking this is. It is a brand new one. I think it's a Lumix 50 actually. I think it's a Lumix 50. And then there's the stock inner barrel. It shoots 200 feet easy with .2s. The magazines that he has, these are not his, but he has similar. These are like Mag Brand or Elite Force. We thought that he was having issues with feeding, but I think it was just partially the hop up. And so with the new Pro 1, these feed fine. My regulator, I'm running 85 PSI and it shoots 355, 360. So that's where he would run probably indoors. He could probably take it down to 80 PSI and shoot like 350 with a .2, and just for indoors, even at assault where it's, 380 FPS, he could still just run, 350. As far as higher FPS, he could take it up to 400. I don't know the numbers on that because I haven't taken it up to 400. The highest I've put it is 90, and that's like 375-ish. So that's probably where he's going to run it outdoors too. Honestly, there's no reason to shoot 400 FPS in my opinion, especially when you're shooting 40 rounds a second. I like shooting fast, not hard. I'm not out there to hurt people. I'm out there to have fun, and shooting fast is fun. And so that's why I shoot high rate of fire. 40 rounds a second, you don't want to be shot 40 rounds a second at 400 FPS, 390. Now, like me, I run mine at 360 FPS with a .2. I'm not dual creeping or anything. I'm using .2s and I'm just shooting fast. And so normally people don't moan and complain unless they hear the gun. And that's when they moan and complain because of the rate of fire. Or they freak out because I just shoot quick. Even on semi, because some people just don't know that HPA is, that semi-auto is this. So, whatever though. It is raining outside, like, really hard. It just started raining, so it's probably going to be kind of loud, but I'll shoot anyways. .2 G&G BBs. Again, the regulator's set at 85, so it's probably about 360. So let's go ahead and shoot it. As far as other internals, the trigger pull is shortened slightly. It was just lubricated when he got it. I took it apart, lubricated it all. Of course, just the settings. And again, it shoots a good 200 feet with a .2, which is crazy. So let's go ahead and shoot it. I'm going to have to make this quick so I don't get rain inside. Alright. So that's semi-auto, very, very quick. Now, also I forgot to mention what's adjusting the FCU is basically how fast you can shoot it on semi-automatic. There's no delay. So as fast as you can pull the trigger, it's as fast as you can fire the gun, which is what you should do. I don't know why anyone would want to delay it. That's just kind of dumb in my opinion. Some people don't like shooting quick, but you don't have to shoot quick. Just shoot with your standard trigger finger. But you can still shoot quick. That's pretty quick. So, let's try full auto, 40 RPS. So it's out, ran through the whole thing. Sorry about the rain again. I'm just going to put the amp on it real quick, and that'll end the video. Of course, it is a KRYTAC, like I said. It is blue. It's kind of weird. I think a pink one would look better with the pink trigger, or if you painted the mag catch blue, the trigger blue, and you could even paint like the charging handle latch blue or something. Just kind of accents. That'd be cool, but whatever. Alright, so second mag here. I'll actually chrono it real quick for you guys, just so you can get an idea. 372, 371, 367, so it's a little bit higher than I thought, about 10 higher, roughly. It's like 370, high 360s, 372. So that's 85 PSI if I am correct, but of course the jack engine can run down to like 50 or 40 PSI and still cycle on, semi. I don't know about full auto. I haven't taken it real low on full auto, but for indoors, if limits like Steel City or even Battlegrounds is like 1 joule. So, you know, he can take it down low if he needs to, which is an issue with some HPA engines. You can't lower the PSI enough to get chronoed under, and it still cycle. So yeah, that was with a cheap mag. These are cheap mags. So, pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Of course, I do recommend the Jack HPA engine. I recommend the F1 as well. Of course, I do recommend the V12 also. But I think that's it. You know, it's a really nice gun. He just needs a flashlight and maybe, like, I don't know, some rail panels, because these rails are kind of uncomfortable. I'd say if I were him, I would do a flashlight with a canted mount like this, and a red dot. I wouldn't even mess with flip-up sights. Or what I think he's actually going to do is the non-canted mount and do no optic. Just literally the flashlight in the top, which is, you know, good enough. Honestly, that's all really you need. It's airsoft. You don't really need an optic. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching.